All right, you guys, yet again, another adventures. On this one, we are in Indo, and we're going on my buddy Jamu. We're gonna be going for target species that I've never speared before, so I'm really stoked to get out there, see what the terrain is like, and this is just me exploring new areas. Let me get on. Another canoe life over here. This is nice. Oh, the Kraken baby. That's like the go-to OG spear guns over here, because they make big roller guns for some big old doggies and crazy stuff. But yeah, we're gonna try to go for jumpfish, Spanish mackerel, which I've never seen ever in the water, wahoo, and potential marlin. If I get one of those, we're gonna be freaking in for a run for the money. Jamu, say hi to the people.
Hi.
Yeah, I'll definitely leave a link for his stuff if you're ever in the area. Hit him up, and yeah, speaks English well, and absolute epic dude, and I haven't even gone out there on the water yet, so fingers crossed we get on some fish. Taking you with me, let's freaking go. Bro, I'm literally just chilling here, waiting to get after it. Jamu's leading the way, bro. God dang, man. I'm like high on life right now. This is so amazing. Look at all these wild ships. Literally like pirate ships. Look at that stuff. Wow. God dang. Let's get out to the area. All right, you guys, we are out on the spot. It's a little windy. It's gonna rock the topper. Water's actually not too bad. First spot we're trying, it's gonna be current, and he said it like kind of is sand, and then it pushes us into a reef. He said Spanish mackerel and giant trevally are the target species. So hopefully we get on them. See how I'm feeling down below. I don't want to push myself for sure, especially diving in a foreign country. I'll make sure I listen to my body and am very safe. So I'll see you guys down below. Let's go. All right, you guys, welcome underwater and welcome to the voiceovers. Now I'm going to take you along with almost every one of my dives, and we'll start off going over the gun that I'm actually using. And I only brought 2 spears on this whole trip with me, and only one on the boat. I had no idea what I was going to get into, but I should have brought more, and you'll see why in just a minute. But you'll see me loading the Timberline spear gun, and one thing I love about this gun, it has those anchor points underneath, so you don't need a load assist to load it. You can load the one band on top, it's pretty easy to load, then you can flip it and then load it from the middle anchor point all the way to the back, so you have the full length of the barrel you're using the roller band on. So this is my first drop. I don't remember the depth. It's not crazy deep, and I'm actually really mad because one of the fish I didn't get on GoPro, and you'll see that one in a minute. And there's a clip I have of me diving down and seeing some stuff, and I shut my GoPro off. But on this dive, I'm not going all the way to the bottom. I kind of want to make sure Jamu can see me from the surface, because I want to make sure I'm safe, because I'm not sure how safe of a diver he is. So I'm just making sure I'm visible at all times to him, and that's why I'm not really going to the bottom. And there's current, so if I did go to the bottom, I would hold a position and he would drift past me, and I don't want to put him in that position and myself. So I'm kind of just hanging out mid-water column, really hoping for a Spanish mackerel, because like I said, I've never seen one before, and that's usually where you find them rolling. They're usually not towards the bottom, they're kind of mid-water, looking to ambush some bait from the bottom up, just like a kingfish does in Florida. But I'm not really seeing a whole lot, not a ton of life, and eventually we do get into some structure and some life, and it's really, kind of spotty. It's not like Florida where you have big reefs. It's just all spotty diving, just like this. So this is the clip I'm talking about, where I dive down and I see a spotted eagle ray out in the distance, and then I shot a sweet lip, and I'll show you that when I get on the boat. But all heck breaks loose. I give the fish to the boat, didn't have my GoPro rolling, hop back in the water, turn my GoPro on when I'm like mid-water column. I see a moo, which is my first time ever seeing one, and honestly, the flesh was just like yellowtail snapper. It's super delicate, and I can see why these are so sought after, because the thing, you know, just tore right out.
Dang it.
In hindsight, I should have taken a better shot, but I quickly reload. Like I said before, there's fish are honestly everywhere. And I'm going to go ahead and take a drop. Now, I know the moo are in the area, and I have seen videos of people hunting them. I've never seen one in the water or anything. So I'm just making a drop to the sand, and now I'm in like hunting mode. I'm ready to, you know, my head's on a swivel. It's not just drifting and hoping for the best. I'm not sure if I see any moo on this drop. I might. But this whole area has a ton of fish. They have some perch, which are, they're called something perch, and they're like yellow and black, and they're pretty sought after and kind of difficult to shoot. And I end up seeing myself how hard they are to shoot. But all the fish here, I think it's probably because it's pretty shallow. Everything was pretty standoffish. Now I'm hoping there was maybe something under the edge there. And unfortunately there wasn't anything on this drop. But honestly, I dived this same exact area, like the next dive, and then the fish just show up. So there really is no rhyme or reason, but I just keep staying persistent and positive.
Nah, I don't see much.
Now that I'm in hunting mode, I think it was Jamu said that he shot and missed a moo the dive before, or he shot and tore off. So I decided to go down to the bottom, kind of mimicking what he was doing. I wish I would have videotaped him, but just because it's a new area, I'm not familiar, I don't know how to dive these parts. So I stuck really close to Jamu. He did exactly what I'm about to do right now. Headed down to like a little sand patch, and right, I think slightly in the distance, I see some moo. And at this point, I'm like, oh, they're far. I need to like chase them. But I kind of stuck to my guns, was trying to hold my breath, and that's the school of them right there. That was a ton. So I started doing some scratching, and it's crazy because I feel like the less you do, the better it is. Like if you're down there making a ton of crazy commotion, trying to lunge at them, it's not good. And I found out the hard way. But that was a huge school of them. I'm really hoping they come in. They're kind of just keeping their distance. And honestly, this is exactly what I expected. One of them I kind of lunge out, and I think he just dodged my shaft. It was kind of a longer shot. I shot, and then he spun the opposite direction, and I believe he just dodged my shaft a little bit. And it's back to the drawing board. Hopefully I can get one of these moo for my first one.
It's a small moo. There's a small moo. I suck.
At this point, I'm a little frustrated. I just shot a sweet lip, which you'll see in the boat in just a minute, and that's it. I honestly probably could have shot more sweet lips, but they're not really huge prized fish, and they remind me of a black margate, except the lips are a little bit bigger, and they just really have the same tendencies that they do, school up, and they kind of just are cruising in and out of these caves. So I'm not super eager to shoot one. I would much rather, well, I already did shoot one, so I want to try to not check off another species off the list, and that's whenever these sea perch come into sight. Now, they look like a predator fish, but I'm not 100% sure. So I asked Yamu, and he said, you know, kind of told me, yeah, those are really good to eat, but hard to shoot. So I'm seeing them off in the distance on that big rock, and I'm kind of hoping they come into me. And they almost act just like moo, where you go down, you kind of don't do a whole lot, and then they'll come into you. But they're kind of darting all around these rocks. And I kind of like turned my gun right at the end. And I just today wasn't my day, but you know, the day's still early, so hopefully we can get on something else. This is my last drop in this area. Since we were drifting for so long and we didn't see anything until we came across these big rocks, I was dead set telling myself I'm gonna try to kick against the current a little bit and try to dive this stuff. And I think maybe that's what hurt me a little bit, was slowly kicking against the current. Because honestly, whenever I'm diving, even just the littlest amount of kicking that I'm doing on the surface rather than just free floating, it does take away from my breath hold. So I'm not diving crazy well right now, but we are on good structure, and I'm kind of just looking in between things, even looking down and just noticing the different type of reef and the different types of fish. It was just a really cool experience to kind of see the different life across, like, on the other side of the planet. It was really neat to see. But unfortunately, there was nothing on that drop. Again, in kind of a short drop, I wasn't really pushing myself. So I headed up to the surface, and it was about time to switch spots. All right, getting it done. Hold it up. I got that sweet lift.
Sweet lift.
That is actually, he said that's a really big one. So I honestly don't know if I got that on GoPro. I think I did not, which really sucks. But you saw me shoot and miss one, I think. So just imagine that same clip, but if I actually hit it. That was that one. Didn't really fight much, kind of just gave up, headed to the surface. Jamu actually shot a couple of them also, and man, I'm really bummed about the move. That was my first time ever seeing him in the water, and I actually shot at one, and it tore out. I guess they're really, really delicate meat. But we're gonna head outside, a little deeper waters, maybe for some job fish, maybe for some Spanish. Fingers crossed we get into something offshore. Go ahead and hold your breath with me on this one. This dive happens really fast. This is the first dive on this spot. It's really deep, and it kind of goes from sand and then comes up to a big structure. And now he said we're gonna be looking for leather jacks. And I didn't even get to the leather jacks. I just tucked my head, started to descend, leveled out, and looked up. And sure enough, here was a Spanish mackerel off in the distance. Right about there. Just kind of comes out of the haze, allows me to get a really good shot. And I kind of dumped the reel. I wasn't positive on the shot. So whenever you're not sure, just don't put any pressure, let them swim a little bit. And I have a feeling that there are no sharks, or at least there's not a lot of sharks in this area, most likely because, you know, people shoot them and eat them or catch them. So I wasn't too worried about the sharks. I gave him, you know, some slack, and then Jamu just like puts the brakes on him and rips him up to the surface.
Spanish back there. Shot is okay. Maybe second shot.
There you have just a quick glimpse. I was able to get the GoPro on just in time to see Jamu shoot, and he kind of semi-spined this nice Spanish.
I don't think he's gonna fight much.
And this thing was significantly bigger than mine, but another Spanish mackerel. I was so excited to, mainly just to try to eat this fish and see how it tastes. I've been seeing these all on YouTube, all on different spearfishing videos, and I've just been dying to try them myself and honestly just see them and spear one in the water.
That's a good one. I need help with that one. Should I hop in? Should I get in the boat? We could stay in the water? That's a good one, dude. You guys, I am stoked. We got some Spanish mackies. I've never shot one or even seen one in the water before. We have kingfish, but these things are like, they're like tigers in the water. Here, look at them. That one's Jamu's, and then the other one was mine. I'm freaking excited about them. Look at that. Look at the color, the little like lines. That's not normal mackerels in the U.S. This is awesome. This is a good one. Jamu's is bigger, but I'm happy. And
Same
apparently,
size, I think.
oh no, yours is bigger for sure.
Bigger?
Yeah, a little thicker.
Ah, just little.
But I'm so excited, and these are the sweet lips. But yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, this is a big one. I gotta size this thing. Woo! Oh, yeah, we're excited. Yeah, we're kind of getting in the meat. Woo! And apparently those Spanish mackerel are like preferred over wahoo, which is crazy. Yeah, apparently they're incredible eating. And yeah, I'm excited to try them. I'm gonna see what Jamu recommends, and hopefully we need to have something for lunch, and I'm taking you guys with me. We're gonna make one more pass on this same spot, and we see what we get into. I'm taking you with us. Let's go.
After doing a little bit of drifting, we came up on that shelf after the drop off, you know, where it kind of goes from sand until the reef. So we drifted onto the reef. I was really hoping to maybe get a jobfish or some kind of snapper or a coral trout on this area, but it seemed a little bit fished out. But I think it was because as I got towards the bottom, a crazy thermocline was right, probably like in the bottom 5 feet, almost to where when I went down to hunt, I couldn't see anything. So I would go down to the reef and look off in the distance, and it was like a gasoline like haze in the water, to where I couldn't see. You could kind of see it a little bit on the bottom. You could kind of see the reef. It almost looks like the reef is moving a lot. Right there. Everything looks like really hazy, and it's kind of hard to make out any fish. So, and mind you, this was freezing. Like once you hit that thermocline, it was freaking cold. So decided to stop doing these drifts and head to the surface, and we had luck on our first, when we first hopped in right before that big structure. So I'm hoping for maybe the same outcome. So we head up and we decide to reset, and this last clip is the one you guys have been waiting for. It is insane, so be ready to hold your breath and make this next dive with me.
It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. Yeah.
When we first hopped in on this second drift, this was instantly, this is my first drop. I started seeing a little bit of leatherjacks, which is kind of a telltale that you're in front of the structure. So I decided to make a drop going down, and I see all like the surgeonfish and some triggerfish and stuff like that coming up to the structure, but I kind of feel like something is lurking behind me. So this is kind of the area you see all the fish. I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled towards the edge and not seeing anything. I mean, I just see some bait fish. I was hoping for a job fish. But I had, like I said, I had a feeling that there was something kind of following me towards the ledge, and I turn around, and out in the middle of the abyss is an absolute monster. Comes right up to me. Landed a really good headshot, and this thing starts screaming line, and I'm ready for a battle, and then the line just goes slack. And you'll see what happens when I get up, and I'll talk about it on the boat. Such an absolute heartbreaker.
Big Spanish mackerel. Fudge! Yo! My fucking spear.
Yeah?
My spear.
Maybe you. Maybe.
I hit him. I hit him and he moved. And he broke my spear. Are you freaking kidding me? That sucks. I shot a Spanish mackerel. That thing was huge. I knew something was behind me and I was like, I feel like something might be behind me. I turn around and a monster, it dwarfs the two we got, was staring right at me and shot him good. I let them dump the reel and I guess just the torque was so much, freaking snapped my spear. Just literally snapped it. That's unbelievable, the power of that thing. And God, he was huge. He was really big. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, but I'm still happy we got a good amount of fish. John was dying laughing. He's like, that's crazy. Oh, he's like, that's why I use a slit tip. I'm like, that makes sense. Holy crap, that's never happened to me. And he said he's only seen that one time before. Holy smokes. That thing had some power. Holy crap, I'm excited to watch that footage. It's insane. I only brought one spear, so my day's done. Oh, that sucks. All right, so I talked to our buddy Ilios, and he, oh, what the? I guess that's how you dock the boat. All right, we got Jamu here, taking care of business.
Elias, Yas, kamu mau potong gimana nih? Daging itu?
Aku ikan banyak.
Kamu potong-potong gini?
Tahu nih bosku tanya. Yes ya, udah ada.
Potong-potong.
All right, this is Elios. Elios, say hi to the people.
Hello. My number one, Captain Jack. Number one.
He's trying to say that because he wants me to go out on the boat with him tomorrow.
Let's go.
Dude, that would have been like, that'd be like 4 days of diving nonstop.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, 12 o'clock tomorrow.
These guys say they prefer this over Wahoo, but when I'm looking at this meat, it looks better. It honestly looks better than Wahoo. It looks better than
Yeah,
Wahoo.
it's really good.
Yeah, they say Wahoo is more dry, and they prefer this over Wahoo. That's wild, but it looks beautiful. Once we get to the restaurant and they're gonna cook up something special for us, don't go anywhere. See you guys over there. Beautiful little ocean front. And we got Elias, Andre Spear Guns, and then Jamu just left us. He went off somewhere, but we got some food coming. We don't know what I don't know what it's gonna be. Some kind of grilled, but I'm excited to finally try these Spanish mackerel. All right, food is in. We got some stew with the head. Oh, you can see the teeth. See the teeth right there.
Eyes.
Oh God, eyeballs. All right, this is gonna be interesting. I've had a bad experience with eyeballs, where it was I accidentally ate the eyeball and it was like the fishiest and like the fishiest taste I've ever tasted.
It's the same like when you chew the, you know, the fish oil supplement.
Yes, yeah. If you chew the fish oil supplement, that's what a fish eyeball tastes like. Oh, fish is in.
Kalau ada tulang-tulang itu ngeri.
Salsa. That's a hot?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And this is grilled with coconut husk. All right, first reactions.
Dia pakai pelampung, dia yang hilang.
Got a nice chunk.
You know that deep spot? One time Jamu got lost there.
Yeah?
We couldn't find him there with me. He swim back.
It was his fault?
He swim back from shore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Was that fun?
No fun.
Very fun.
Holy smokes. YG. This is good though. Packed with flavor. Whew, it's spicy.
Spicy, yeah?
Yeah, but I like it.
Nggak boleh banyak, dikit banget.
All right, I'm gonna try this grilled fish.
Tembak satu lari.
Incredible. I get a little bit of rice. I just really want to try the fish.
Ada kapal-kapal parkir biasanya. Kapal-kapal dari benua terus sebelum dia masuk ke benua ada
It
parkir
tastes
di
smoked.
depan itu
Dude, that's
banyak.
good.
GT-nya wah
Holy crap.
baru lempar.
That's really good.
Langsung dimakan, baru lempar langsung dimakan.
I agree.
Kayak kemarin kan
On an
berapa
empty
ada?
stomach, this is hitting the spot. I was so stoked I was able to take you on this adventure. It was a wild one. Again, diving new ground, spearing new fish. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and feel free to subscribe. Drop a video every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And if you guys enjoyed this one, drop a thumbs up and comment below if you have any questions about anything. I will leave all of their stuff linked down in the description below. But you guys, thank you for joining me. This stuff wouldn't be possible without you. So like always, you guys, love you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for another adventure. Later.